Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, you're going to be a part of the test group too, so that should be.
I am so afraid for that. Even though it's dancing, he's still gonna kick my butt. I've been doing Transform 20, and I'm like, he just does no breaks.
No breaks. He's crazy.
No break. And I'm like, oh
I can't breathe. My heart rate got up to 193 the other
my God.
day.
I think I hit a 167, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, I think I was 140 to 167 the entire 20 minutes.
That's insane.
I know.
Courtney's here shaking her head like, don't you get up to 190. Like, don't you get up there. Like, no. Oh, well, hey guys, welcome to our coach info group. I know that there's probably going to be some people that hop on a little bit later, but this is going to be recorded. So,
oh, good. That was what one of my wanted.
Cool. And Heather, Court, I might have you guys hop on a little bit at the end. This is going to be probably less than 20 minutes, but just kind of a brief overview of what we do as coaches, how we got started, and just kind of the basics. And there's one question that, and I'm just going to go ahead and nip this in the butt, but there's one question that we typically get as, how much money do Beachbody coaches make? Or how much money can I make as a Beachbody coach? And the honest answer is it's totally up to you and your own efforts and your own planning. It's your business. So just like any business, if you're going to start a restaurant business, or if you're going to start anything else on your own, it's the same thing. It's up to your own individual efforts. We can give you the strategy and the plan behind it, and we can tell you exactly how to make X, Y, and Z, but it's your efforts on how to get there. So what we like to focus on here with this team, though, is the heart and soul of it all, because if we don't have the ability to help other people, then there's no point in building a business, right? We have the heart and soul of us taking care of our own health and wellness, and then helping other people take care of their own health and wellness. And we like to have fun while doing it. That's the whole point of this. Is another whole point of why I wanted to start a side hustle when I was an event planner was fitness and health and wellness brought me joy. I found myself thinking about it and dreaming about it and wanting to help people with their health and wellness, and wanting to just give them nutrition plans and fitness plans. And I didn't have the certifications at the time either, but I just couldn't stop thinking about how much I just wanted to help other people with their mindset. And I didn't necessarily have all the qualifications because I didn't have the time to go and get the qualifications. But I wanted to start something, because eventually I didn't want to be an event planner for my entire life. I wanted to help people. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to provide an income for my future family. So I wanted to start figuring out what that was. And that was health and wellness and coaching and teaching and being around a tribe of women, of driven women who want to help other people feel amazing and become successful as well. So in a nutshell, that's kind of what coaching is. And as you can see, if you're watching this recording, you see a few of these beautiful babes that are on here, and they're a part of this team. We are a part of an upper elite team, and we are also a premier team, 2-time premier team, and I think we're like a 6-time from our larger team. My upline, immediate upline, Nikki, who invited me to coach, I believe we are a 6-star or a 6-time elite team, which means we're top 1% of 450,000 teams in the network, and we are a $1 billion a year company. We are the ones that founded P90X, Insanity. We're going 22 years strong. We are the creators of the at-home fitness programs and also Team Beachbody. And how coaches got started was through the Team Beachbody, because when people were doing P90X groups, they found that there were some leaders inside of the P90X, which is 2007, by the way. There were some leaders within these groups that were helping run the groups of P90X. And from there, coaches were formed. And so then from there, on top of that, it is the quintessential opportunity for people to use their health and wellness as a business opportunity to help other people become accountable to their own health and wellness. So what we do as coaches, and I'm going to go ahead and share a screen. Which screen? There's so many. Here we go. Do you guys see this pick your path? Yeah. Okay. So as coaches, there's a few different ways to become a coach when you sign on. I was someone who was in this mindset of, I'm an event planner. I really don't have a lot of time. My nights and my weekends are taken up from putting up chairs and setting up tables and telling people where to put the Four Roses bourbon on the tables and things like that. And I didn't necessarily have time. And I am a recovering perfectionist, basically, and where I don't necessarily want to say yes to something unless I know that I can do it and go all in. And the nice thing is my coach gave me this little, it's your pick your path. There's a few different ways to come in as a coach, and this helps us kind of strategize with you on how you want to take your wellness journey and how you want to start helping other people. So the path one is a discount coach or a discount member, and this is someone who just kind of just gets their foot in the door and it's just like, I don't know what I'm here for. I know that I eventually want to do this, or I eventually just maybe potentially want to do one or two of the nutrition certifications that do count as continuing education courses. I want to be around a community. I want VIP access to all of the wellness and accountability groups. I want access to all of the social media trainings, the weekly mindset team calls, access to the products early on, and discounts. And on top of that, calls like this, we have team calls all the time and you'll get access to these calls. And on top of that, calls with your coaches. So that's how I came on. I was like, I'll sign up. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think it took me a few months to really figure out, like, what am I going to do? And then I had to talk with myself, like, Lynn, what are you doing? Like, if eventually you know that you want to help people in your life, and you know that setting up chairs on the weekend isn't something that you want to do, or talking with people about how many like bourbon barrels belong over here, this isn't necessarily good for your health, and I don't want to be doing this when I'm a mom in the future. So I really need to start picking it up. And then so I started joining calls, weekly team calls, because we have weekly team calls every Monday at 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. And don't worry if you can't make it. It's Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it, those are recorded. Again, like I said in the very beginning, all of this is up to you and your own efforts, but your coach and myself and our team and my coach, Nikki, will match you where you are at in running with your journey. And we will see your potential the best. And I'm sure everyone in here and anyone who's watching this recording knows people's potential. And sometimes you're just like, why, it's like it's your friend and you're like, why don't they just do what I tell them to do sometimes? And it's like, it's up to everyone and their own individual journey and how they take it. And we just have to be here to support them and love on them wherever they're at. And eventually, as we begin to move forward from hobby into community builder into legacy builder, we support you along the way. We have team calls for that. You will have a mentorship along the way. So eventually, when I was moving over into hobby coach, it was a game changer, because it was this nice little like flip of a switch in my brain that I basically just flew over into legacy builder and was like, this is what I want to do. I'm hooked. I've helped so many people lose weight, feel amazing. And that was something that I never thought I could do. It was never something that I was like, me, I did that. You're doing this, like this is happening. And I just listened to my coach. I just listened to what she said and I just did it, and I took action, and I believed in my abilities, and I believed in the dream of me wanting to be a stay-at-home mom in the future. And again, I don't know if I ever said this or not, but I still don't know if maybe I'm going to be able to have kids ever one day, because I've had some serious cervical issues in the past. But I wanted to do and still want to do every single thing that I can do in order to keep my mind and body healthy, to prepare myself for that one day. And being an event planner, staying out until 4 a.m, because in Louisville, Kentucky, you can do that, wasn't healthy. Sleep is a good thing, And so as we get into legacy builder, next thing I know, our team grew, and it grew even more. But this is my coach, Nikki, who invited me. So our team grew. We go on team trips. we go on leadership retreats, and it grew even bigger. And it's just something that I never thought could have ever been possible, but I always dreamed that it could have been. So it's been a very crazy thing to watch a dream actually start to happen. Even more so, this room isn't done yet, but I've always told myself I can't wait until I have my own home office. I mean, my ultimate goal one day is to have a nice little like home office tiki hut on the beach somewhere, with a boat somewhere in the back. But we're getting there with this. But it's these dreams that are coming into fruition, and they're actually happening. And it's because of health and wellness and staying consistent on the path of the guidance that we are given. And when we come onto a team that knows what they're doing, we are given this guidance through Beachbody and our corporate mentors. And when you hit a certain rank, you're given your own mentor from Beachbody. But before then, you're given guidance, and it's just a matter of just saying like, bless and release. I'm just going to do it, and I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to go forth. I'm going to conquer. And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life, because I don't have to go back and work for somebody else. And I know how to build my own business. I know how to be organized week to week. I know what things in my life are time wasters and what aren't. I know where my boundaries are. And that's all because I was coached, and I have to coach myself. And that's something I get to teach other people now. Obviously, with time and experience, we get better with it through failures and conquering those things. And not saying this is like, you dream it, it happens. There's a lot of ups and downs along the way, but the ups and downs are worth it if you start to see your dreams start to come alive through it, when we start focusing on all the things. So as a coach, the biggest things are the 4 vital behaviors. And this is what we do every single day. I do this 7 days a week. This has been a non-negotiable in my life since I went from that hobby coach to a legacy builder. And the 4 vital behaviors, and I'm going to come off of this real quick. The 4 vital behaviors are being a product of the product. So what that means is living a healthy lifestyle. We are working out, we're following a fitness program, we're following a nutrition program, and we're drinking our supplements. And I could get into Shaco, that's a whole nother story, but come back into the open house group. I'll have a little blurb on that, but that is the biggest thing is Carl Deichler, who is the founder and CEO of Team Beachbody, who also found Tony Horton, who created P90X, a $1 billion at-home business, also found Darren O'Lean, who also started Shakeology. And I think he was on that newest show with Zac Efron. I forget what that show is called. I didn't want to watch it, or else I was going to get like sucked in and I was going to lose so much time. I forget what that was called. I don't have my chat up if anyone wants to drop it in there. But anyway, so he found Darren O'Lean, and he is the superfood finder. Anyways, I could get into nutrition and wholesome foods and not eating processed foods, but that's next because we're having a meal planning party in about 15 minutes. But our whole entire company is based on hard work, discipline, good nutrition, setting those boundaries. The second vital behavior is personal development or professional development, Down to Earth on Netflix. Thanks, Court. So the second vital behavior that we do every single day is reading 10 to 15 minutes of personal development. I was just on our virtual leadership retreat, and if we have time, I might end it with that video, but like think like a monk, reading this book, finishing it up. I am slightly dyslexic, so reading a book was something that I never thought I would do in general, but let alone every single month for the last 3 years. And it has happened because if I'm planning on coaching other people, I need to coach myself through my own insecurities and my own, and my own problems, right? So we have product of the product, personal development, and the next thing is sharing our journey authentically. So your story is your specialty. What you have gone through in your past and why you enjoy health and wellness is what will help you connect with other people and help inspire them to get started. You don't need to be a certain weight to be a coach. You don't need to have a 6-pack in order to coach. You need to be exactly where you are to start coaching, because that's where someone else is going to be or is currently, and they're going to need to see you rise up and be your best self and see how you transform. And for all those people who don't need to lose weight and are working on building their muscle, you know exactly how difficult it is to maintain. So a health journey is consistent. It's not just losing weight and it's the end of it. It's maintaining forever. A health journey is a consistent thing and it's never going to go out of style. That's why I knew that I could invest in this business and in this company with my life, with all of my dreams that I had, because if I can use my health as my business to get what I wanted while also putting my fingerprint on helping other people, because events, it's fun. And I love being able to give other people an opportunity to have fun. But at the end of the day, I want people to feel rejuvenated and revived and amazing from the inside out. So that is what I wanted. And I had that, again, that's that talk that I had to have with myself, was like, I want to do this. I need to do this. I need to stop just playing around. I need to take the strategy that my coach has given me. I need to lean in. I need to have calls with her. I need to work for it. So I leaned in and I started going for it. So sharing authentically our journey. And like I mentioned before, my cervical issues were the thing that really stalled me from sharing in the beginning, but that's why I wanted to coach. And I really leaned into that authentic part of me. And I've been able to connect with a lot of women through that, because health is the true wealth. And so the last and fourth vital behavior, I'm going to get off of this and share a screen again. The last and the fourth vital behavior is recognition. So like after this, I'm probably going to go on my social media and I'm going to shout out Heather and Courtney and Jennifer and Anna and Megan and all of you guys that are on this call right now. And I'm going to go on social media and I'm going to shout you out for just being here and showing up. Because recognition is one thing that we don't get to have in the corporate world a lot. And that's something that even a virtual high five, a virtual way to go, a virtual like teammate, like, hell yeah, girl, like way to get that last burpee, like get it. Like that is what this is about, is helping people get that one extra rep when they don't think they can do it, help people stay consistent with their Shake-O and eating healthy, getting over those emotional eating barriers, being there as a part of the community. That is what we get to do as coaches, and it is a beautiful blessing, and I never take it for granted every single day. I thank God every single morning that I wake up that I was given this opportunity and I was presented this opportunity in my life, and I get to make the most of it. I am my own boss and I get to do what I want with it. So at the end of the day, when you're watching this and you're watching the recording, you're asking yourself, you know, like, should I become a coach? You know, and I'm sure like maybe money might come up and some fears might come up, and just know that you can do whatever you want to do with this, and your coach will guide you to where you want to go. It's going to take effort, it's going to take work, and it's going to take doing the vital behaviors every single day with a positive attitude, a can-do driven, I'm going to go out there and kick some ass, do an extra burpee attitude. So a lot of ex-athletes are coaches, a lot of stay-at-home moms are coaches, a lot of ex-career corporate business women are coaches, and this job is for everybody. And that's the nice thing, because like I said, your story is your specialty. So just because I'm a coach, Heather's a coach, we have different backgrounds, so we're going to connect with different people, and that's going to be the beauty of this, because we want to help everybody. And the only way that we're going to be able to help everybody is if we have different people on our team connect to different people around the world. And we are growing around the world. And I won't get into the outside factors or the international things just yet, but come into our FitLifeTribe. We'll be chatting about that. Last little thing I want to share, because before I asked maybe what one or two of you to hop on and just maybe share about what your current careers are or your past careers are, and when and why you started coaching, because I know that we have another call here shortly. But the last question that I've already mentioned that I usually get is, how much do coaches make? And like I said, money isn't the driving factor behind why I started, but once I learned the opportunity and what we could make, has helped me definitely take care of my health and wellness to another degree. Because if I start losing sight of my own health and wellness, my business has a direct reflection of that. So it's a pretty interesting compensation plan, but that's what it is. And I can't share necessarily how much I'm making a year. It's a part of the coach policies, legality things, especially this year. But what I can share with you is some quarterly bonuses from other top coaches that are on our upline team. And I wanted to share this with you because it isn't a yearly thing. It is a quarterly bonus. I don't know if you guys can see this. And I think this is what kind of like was the thing that I was like, this is a quarterly bonus from one of my coaches making almost $60,000 in a quarterly bonus. And again, like I said, this business isn't about making money. However, I wanted to show you an actual payment of a quarterly bonus of what the 4 vital behaviors can do for our lives, right? So I'm going to get off this screen and we're going to be ending this soon because we have another call that we have to hop on. And Court, I know that you'll probably need to bounce quickly, but do you want to unmute yourself real quick and just kind of share what you're doing now, why you started coaching, and then maybe we can bounce to someone else?
Yeah, sure. All right. So I started like 2 years ago officially coaching. And I kicked off because I'm a teacher. I still am a full-time teacher, but I want to get out of teaching. But when I started, I just knew something was missing in my life. I was always an athlete and loved working out, but I just felt like I wasn't getting the results or just I had hit a wall. So one of my girlfriends had posted something. So I reached out and she was like, yeah, let's do it. And I didn't even sign up as a customer. I just went like 0 to 100 and signed up as a coach. But at that moment, I felt like I was doing something for myself that was going to change my life, but I never thought or could have imagined how much it has changed my life in 2 years. Like, the physical part is amazing. I'm in like the best shape and I've learned so much about, working out and nutrition and everything. But I think the bigger piece is, like Lynn said earlier, the professional development with your mindset, which has helped my anxiety in more ways than I thought could ever have been possible. And then just the community of girlfriends. I was an athlete. I was always on a team. And I always had like girlfriends and like my sisters around. And then when I graduated, and it's like, you have your girlfriends, but it's different. And I finally felt like coming back into this, I had that again. And it's like, I'm never leaving. So I have only up to go, in the business. And I just love it so much. And I just am so grateful for the opportunity every day that it presented itself to me, and I can still do this and help others every day.
Oh, I got goosebumps and I'm not going to cry. Okay. Heather, would you like to say anything?
Yeah. I did like I became a customer, I think back in March because of COVID. And I started to work out at home because I didn't want to bring my kids out. And then Megan just told me, I should sign up as the coach with her. And I was like, yeah, I was actually going through a really hard time. Just all of my things up here came crashing down, and it was my outlet to help other people. And, Megan and I started doing these workouts together every day, and it just boosted me up. And in July, I've only been doing it for, about 6 months. And so far, I'm a nurse, so I have not been working as much because of COVID, and I have been able to, been making some income to help out with that. And I'm psyched to do that. And I also, the nurse part of me wants to help out people all the time. And this new journey in my life of being a coach is also just being able to help people. And I know I've helped a lot of people already in just 6 months, and I'm super excited for that. And Success Club is one of the things that that's my non-negotiable. Hit it every month. And so far I've been lucky and blessed to be able to meet that. It just means I'm helping people, and that's what keeps me going. And I also love this girlfriend aspect of, like, I just love being a part of a team. I was an athlete as well. So being part of the team is awesome with you guys.
We love it. It's not the same. It wouldn't be the same without you. That's for sure. Okay, one more. If you don't, Megan, I don't know if you have kids running around. Are you able to get on and talk? If not, it's okay. Great.
Yeah, if you count my 33-year-old husband as a kid.
I'm reading on your side thing. She's a kick-ass labor and delivery nurse. You delivered all my 3 kids, Heather. So Megan's a mama, has 3 kids. Heather also has some kiddos, but Megan, I'll let you talk so we can get this going, wrap this up, and get over your other call.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a different than everybody. So I actually started with Lynn as a discount coach back in 2016.
There's that kid of yours.
Yeah, and yeah, there he is in the back. I never really did anything with it. I worked in a corporate job and was head over in a corporate job for over 11 years. And like I said, had 3 kids, 3 under 3 actually, with a surprise twin pregnancy. And in July, it was kind of like stars aligned, but not in the best way possible. So I graduated my master's in May of last year, and then all of a sudden my company merged with another huge company. And because my job was a European global job, it got cut. Myself, my boss, we were pretty high up in the company, so made a lot more money, and it was like the biggest cost savings. So unfortunately, but it was a blessing in disguise, because I reached out to Lynn and I was like, I've always wanted to do this. It's kind of the perfect time. I don't really want to go back to work. I feel like I missed the first 6 months to a year of my daughter's life, my oldest daughter, 3-year-old, and I really don't want to do that with the twins. And she was like, well, then let's do this. And I haven't looked back since. I would say the personal development in this girl group is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. Talk about anxiety, depression, everything from postpartum. I mean, it was like the worst thing I could have ever done. And this group and the programs and the nutrition have totally gotten me out of it. Yes, I still take medication, but I'm happier than I ever have been in a really, really long time. So I owe that to this and this role and all of you guys.
Holy. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and P.S. Lynn and we were in college together, so
we had some really good time.
Hasn't always been the healthiest.
Over here, because we're still going to stay healthy and see each other and party. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't thank you enough for being on here. And this is recording, thank goodness. I will have the recording for us and everyone tomorrow to finish and wrap up this open house. But I know that we have another call that we're going to hop on. So I'll see you guys over there. So much love to you guys, and much love to everyone who's going to be watching this recording. Reach out if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you guys soon.